Hi, this is Brian Icenhower, and I'm here with Robyn Graham, a top producing agent that I've had the pleasure of working with over the last couple of years. And Robyn, thank you so much for your time today, spending with us. Great. Hey, I'd like to talk, in your first year of, your first full year, you were in real estate before, but you were more working for another lead agent on his team in a support type of position. Then when we started working together, you actually started to try to grow your own real estate business. In that first year, how'd it go?
It actually, I was surprised. Coming to Keller Williams actually got me a lot of confidence in myself. Being in that support role, I always kind of had a codependent relationship. So I was very excited. This year, my first full year in real estate, I sold 45 homes.
Oh, yeah, that's a big number.
Yeah, first year on my own. So it's been fun.
And then we started working together, and you set actually a very aggressive goal for your second year. What is that goal this year that we're shooting for?
We are shooting for 75.
75 units in your second full year on your own in real estate. How are we doing so far?
We are on pace. My deed doesn't like that we're not 100% there yet, but
you're chasing your goal.
Yes,
you're chasing your goal. Well done. Okay. Well, I got to ask, and I think everybody wants to know, what's the secret? How are you selling so much real estate so quickly?
I implemented farming, which is something I learned here at Keller Williams within the first week. It sounded interesting. I like to meet people, and I've kind of layered the efforts other than just flyering, door knocking. I also call them. And this year, because of those efforts, I have found that the more face-to-faces that I have with those neighbors, the better results I have in those neighborhoods.
Okay, so you're actually doing geographic farming. So you're
Correct.
farming specific neighborhoods,
Yep.
and you're targeting those neighborhoods. And like you said, you're doing this flyering, and you're door knocking, you're holding open houses. What else are you doing? How else are you contacting these people?
We have implemented in 2 of the neighborhoods. I do 5 or 6, excuse me.
6 neighborhoods.
6 neighborhoods. 2 of them we implemented a neighborhood event. Last year it was in November. We did a canned food drive. It connected people. It's a community event, so we connected people to helping our community. And it was a great way to market. So I'm trying to think of different things I could do like that in all the neighborhoods. Because I've noticed the difference. The majority of my listings come from those 2 neighborhoods where I did that event.
Excellent. And with you, it is about contacting those neighbors, isn't
Yes.
it? It's about as many touches as you can make.
Yes, and then figuring out the quality of the touch. So obviously flyering, leaving something on the doorstep is very passive, but needs to be done because it's easy to be consistent and it's easy to leverage. So it's a touch that can be leveraged and I don't have to do it. I have to do it, but I can have help do it. The door knocking, that's where you start getting a little bit more personal, but it is a little bit cold. What if you're in the middle of dinner and you knock on their door? Not a very fun one.
Right. I can imagine.
But the event, we actually are planning one coming up in the Pinnacles, and I found a neighbor who is trying to build her business. She's a jewel-cade stylist. She knows almost all the neighbors in the neighborhood, so I'm helping her by throwing her a jewel-cade party in her home in the neighborhood I farm. And she in turn is going to introduce me to all the neighbors.
Tell them about, that's phenomenal. Tell them about, one thing I think is amazing what you do is you do this thing you call a 6-touch, right?
Yes.
Where you actually, off of a listing, you actually make 6 touches to everyone in the neighborhood off of every listing you have in the neighborhood. Talk about what those 6 touches look like.
So I call it lead generation off a listing. They being the neighborhood gets possibly a coming soon if I have time to do it.
Coming soon flyer. Okay.
Just listed flyer. Then we call all the neighbors, letting them know it's listed. An open house flyer. Sometimes we call the neighborhood, reminding them that we're having open house. Pending in escrow and just sold. So the neighbors have been given at least 6 to 8 touches during a 30-day period. Roughly, that's about how many days my properties stay on the market. I've noticed that when I can do my 6 touch, when I can actually get all 6 touches out, I usually get another listing, and then the goal of my buyer's agent is to obviously trap that word.
To attract.
Capture 2 buyers.
So you're actually really making the most out of this. You're at a situation where you're actually, every listing you have, you're trying to get at least one more listing than a couple buyers as well too.
Yes.
That's phenomenal. So you're proactively going at these listings as hard as you can, farming that neighborhood, really getting to know the neighborhood. You're pretty active online too. I do know you have a strong social media presence, and you actually attract them in groups online as well too, in social media.
Yeah, I try to use a neighborhood Facebook page, and I try to encourage the neighbors to use it maybe as a neighborhood watch tool. Maybe someone's having a yard sale and they want to let everyone know about it, but try to make it something of value for the neighborhood as well.
Well, amazing. Robyn, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here. You are truly a role model for the perfect geographic farmer. The success you've had in such a short period of time to generate business by design and not wait on business is phenomenal. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good luck this year.
Thank you.